Philadelphia in 1750 is more than just history. It's about life, ambition, and forgotten stories. If you want to see the past come alive, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. What are you most curious about this city? Philadelphia, 1750. The sun rises over the Delaware River, its faint light reflecting on the still misty water. Merchant ships lie silently by the harbor, their dark wooden hulls permeated with the smell of salt, their ropes creaking against the mooring posts in rhythm with the slow waves. There is no shout, only the rough sounds of labor and time. The city is awakening, heavy but ambitious. This is Philadelphia, 1750. The second largest city of the British colonies in North America, where commerce fueled ideals and ideals concealed many contradictions. On the outside, it appears orderly, almost civilized. But inside is a harsh rhythm of life. Merchants calculating, sailors gambling their lives, laborers surviving day by day. Through AI reconstruction, we not only see the brick roofs and towering masts, but also feel the true atmosphere of the city. The tension in the silence, the ambition hidden behind the calm exterior. AI reconstruction doesn't romanticize history. It peels away the romantic fog to reveal a Philadelphia in the making, full of potential, fraught with injustice, and teetering on the edge of an unpredictable future. This moment unfolds like a breath held back in the midst of a historical storm. Gunsmoke mingling with dust, fire licking at the crumbling brick walls. People trapped on the fragile boundary between life and death. 18th century soldiers weren't simply fighting, they were suffering. Their eyes were strained, their hands trembling slightly on the rifle stocks, their horses halting amidst the deafening explosions and shattered shouts. Everything blended together into a chaotic, yet chillingly raw rhythm. The haunting aspect wasn't the fierce battle itself, but the subtle details that lurked on the periphery. A soldier falling with his eyes still open, a tattered flag fluttering in the thick smoke, a figure standing motionless in the crowd, as if wondering if there was still a way back. This isn't a story of glory. This is a story of the price to be paid. It feels as if just one more step would send smoke billowing out of the frame, the sound of horse hooves echoing behind. This moment forces the viewer to ask, after that instant, who will survive? Who will vanish? And will history truly remember them? Or will it merely preserve the ending, while the people vanish with the smoke? Philadelphia, 1750, looked more peaceful than any warning. The cobblestone streets bustled with activity. The square before the red brick building buzzed with conversation, and the clock tower stood there as if time remained neutral. People discussed trade, wheat prices, and newly arrived ships. No mention of blood or war. But beneath that facade of order lay a city learning to doubt itself. In the smoky taverns, voices were lowered. Who was loyal to the crown? Who merely feigned subservience? Letters were neatly folded, glances lingered for too long. Philadelphia in 1750 wasn't ablaze, but it smoldered like embers beneath the ashes. Every handshake could be a promise or a trap. The day would come when that square would no longer be a gathering place, but a place of choice. Those who had once watched would have to decide which side to take, or be swept away mercilessly by history. Philadelphia in 1750 was not the beginning of the war, but the final moments before silence became more dangerous than gunfire. Initially, it was Independence Hall, where red bricks still warm from the sun, horse-drawn carriages rolled slowly, and 17th century people gathered, unaware they were standing at the heart of history. There, words carried more weight than guns. Decisions were whispered behind tall windows, and trembling signatures sowed the seeds of a new idea: freedom. The city then breathed of hope, noisy, vibrant, and full of faith in the future. Then time slipped away. The landscape changed to a cold, gray stone. Thick walls and heavy watchtowers rose up as an uncompromising reminder. Philadelphia no longer whispered of freedom, but echoed control and order. The road ahead was deserted, yet it seemed to still bear the footprints of those who had been imprisoned behind iron gates. The same city, but the ideals of yesteryear had transformed into rules, discipline, and solitude. Two images, one of a birthplace of freedom, the other of a prison, are not opposing, but intertwined. Philadelphia tells not only the story of history's triumph, but also exposes its price. As a society grows, freedom and shackles are sometimes built by the same hand. And the question remains, has this city truly changed, or only changed the way it imprisons people? Imagine stepping into Philadelphia in 1750, not as a familiar historical landmark, but as a city holding its breath. All roads lead here, not just by horse-drawn carriages or worn-out leather shoes, but by ambition, fear, dreams, and unspoken secrets. Philadelphia isn't as noisy as London, nor as glamorous as Paris. But it's precisely this just right that makes it dangerous. It's a place where ideas have room to grow, where whispers in taverns can become thunder that shakes an entire continent. The morning begins early. A thin mist settles on the cobblestone streets. Weak sunlight reflects off the old wooden windows. The sound of horse hooves echoes, wheels grind slowly on the pavement. The baker opens his shop, the aroma of baked flour wafting out, mingling with the scent of leather, ink, and charcoal smoke. This city awakens to labor, not to ritual.